A very good morning to my lecturer, Dr. Shafi, and who was watching this video. And we would like to present about our poster today. We are from Group 1, and our member have Nong Jingler and me, Yabi Heng, and also Colin Yi Xiu Jun. And I will be the beginning first. I will have a introduction about their background history. Si Tanggang, anak Dehak Kang. This Malay tag is about men, or we can say this story is telling about a poor but ambitious young man named Tanggong, who is live with his mom and his father in a humble village by the sea, or we can say near the sea. So most of them, their salary or their food is from their fishing, because his father is a fisherman, and they will catch fish. After that, they will sell or keep it for their daily food. And our main character, Si Tanggang, they have a really, we can say, a dream that he want to escape from this pole, because Si Tanggang always think about that, have a better life. She want to escape. He's enough for this poor life. But one day he was really lucky, because there were a ship. We can say it's a team of fishermen. They was stopped there for a short rest, and he started see the chance. He started to begging with the leader of the ship. He's begging. At the beginning, she don't apply. She don't accept. She don't want he go with them. But after he begging, round 3, 3rd, 4, didn't unstoppable, and at the end he was accept to bring it back. And our main character, Si Tanggang, he has a promise. He promised that when one day he become rich or success, he will come back to take her father and mother. Until here, the story is still normal and still wonderful. You can say it's really wonderful. But after his success, he get married with that Sultan Doctor, princess. We can say is a perfect woman. You can say perfect girl. Like, it's very rich, knowledgeable, and pretty, of course. And after his success, she get that she became you can say she was a successful man. It's very successful already. But when he became rich and powerful, and she got her own army, or you can say their worker who is work with him. He go back to the tower that live, but he see that his mom and his family is still very poor and even have a good life. He reject to he don't want other people know this is her mom. So he said, "Inilah siapa wanita ni? Saya tak kenal dia." So he's just like this. And after that, her mom is very sadness. So he prays to God to let him become a stone, because of he forgot about to thank her mom who bring him become an adult. So after that, the God have listened about what the pressures from his mom, and we can say that God let our main character Si Tanggang become a stone to make like a penitentiary to him, because he forget about what his mom gave him, what he promised to his family. And this was short, you can say a short summary about our poster story.
Greetings to everyone. My name is Leong Gila, and I'll continue the presentation with the introduction about the character in the final poster, which is Si Tanggang, Si Rumah, and Puteri. First of all, Si Tanggang as the main character. He grew in a poor and humble fishing village and always eager to get a better life. He has plenty of characteristics such as hardworking and possesses leadership skills. With all of that, he managed to success after a few years passing. But after he success, he denied to recognize his mother, and this is ungrateful attitude. And at the end of the story, Si Tanggang and his ship turned into stone as a punishment of being anak durhaka.
Following next by Si Rumah as the mother of Si Tanggang, who is willing to sacrifice herself just for her family. Besides, she is also a devout believer of God and always reminds Si Tanggang to remember God and moral values. Even though life is hard and difficult, but she still strives to live and raise her children. This showed a huge contrast while comparing to Si Tanggang. At the end, Si Tanggang refused to. At the end of the story, Si Tanggang refused to acknowledge her, and she felt disappointment. After that, she prayed to God and to bring down the punishment to Si Tanggang, and as the result, Si Tanggang turned into stone for being anak durhaka. Lastly, the princess, which is also the main character, Si Tanggang's wife. She is the princess of the Sultan, and but then she betrothed by Sultan to Si Tanggang because of his successful. She has a kind heart and polite in the story, and always loyal and stands by her husband. The loyalty in herself is also one of the reasons that causes the tragedy later. At the end of the story, Puteri has turned into stone just as Si Tanggang does. This is the poster I have made for my assignment 2, Si Tanggang Anak Durhaka. The software that I have mainly used for the assignment 2 is Adobe Photoshop. And there are 3 characters I've selected and placed into the poster just as my final poster, which is Si Tanggang, Si Rumah, and the Puteri. First of all, the concept of designing this poster is to focus to the journey of Si Tanggang, especially after his life after the successful and the ending of Si Tanggang. So I decided to balance the poster by Si Tanggang and the boat will have the biggest space in the poster, following next by Si Rumah and Puteri. Si Rumah in the poster represents to the family, the poor and humble family which Si Tanggang used to live with, and Puteri represents to his family after the successful, which brings up a contrast in the poster. Besides, speak of contrast, there's also another contrast in the poster, which is the emotion in Si Rumah and Si Tanggang. Si Rumah is crying with tears, while Si Tanggang feels indifferent and only cares about his journey. This is also the reason why Si Tanggang in the poster doesn't have a face. I try to show the feeling of indifferent in Si Tanggang. And the title of the poster, I've decided to place it at the top of the poster in order to emphasize the name and the theme of the story and poster. Lastly, for the background, I decided to let the color goes light to dark from outside and focus to Si Tanggang.
which is also another way of emphasizing the importance of Si Tanggang being main character.
I would like to present about my poster, why I want to design like this. Yeah, first of all, about the font solutions, I use the type of the font is a little bit sharp. This I want to bring out the feelings of embodiment of the violent artist. It's about the sharpness. Symbol is can bring out the snowing in the Malay folklore. It's like the Si Tanggang refer of a rebellious son who was crushed and turning into a stone. Yeah, this I want to bring out about. It's not a harmony story. It's about a punishment and the way we can say about like moral value story. And my second strategy is about using the color strategy. I use the deep blue, thick sea blue, and the abyss black. It's to bring out a visual symbol like criminals or punishment. This is the, like I said, the big title in this story is punishment. Punish about who didn't following his punishment, and this symbol means that blue. We can say it was mean about like it bring out the feeling like oppressing and taboos, and it was like the event punishment, and the black it bring out the meaning like that is the end of the story already. We cannot like continue. And my third technique is the typography of the straight through. It's about the vertical divineness of the weight imbalance. Yeah, imbalance. It was the imbalance. I don't like the really better ones. Like for example, like the Si Tanggang it was on the right hand side, and his man is on the left hand, and the background side. It's bring out a feeling like her mom's purchase on her son in gratitude. About the font size, Si Tanggang is largest, and it was have you can say a lower weight. When we read, it give us a feeling like it's very heavy title, just like the punishment is very heavy. And the Haka is a smaller and the tiny with downside of our Si Tanggang. It brings us like this is like around this Si Tanggang life. She cannot like escape from this name. And the fourth of the technique I will use is negative space. This was the text is close and close to the ego of the canvas. It can bring us feeling like imprisonment, and the block space in the center is like we can call negative space in the center. This will give us like a judgment, or we can say like a sprinting of the identity and ending of the story. Like he become a man turning to a stone in the end of the story. And the five, we can say that in the five, I will use the technique about the transitions of the cultural symbols. Like I use the less pattern color and the font to bring out the feeling of the story. Less think to bring out a lot of the meanings of this story. And like a story conclusion, this story is about the punishment and the moral values to teach us following our you can say the promise. Yeah, don't bruise. We can say don't broke our feelings, not feeling, our promise.
This is a poster I personally illustrate and design by using Adobe Photoshop. The theme is Sidanga Anatahaka, a traditional tale about disobedience and divine punishment. The main characters we chose for this project are Sidanga, Sidoruma, and Princess, as they play the most important roles in the story. I chose Sidoruma, the mother of Sidanga, as a central figure in my poster. I illustrate her in a leg size to emphasize her significance. She is so in deep sorrow, crying with both hands, rise to the sky, praying for the heavens to punish her ungrateful son. In the story, after achieving success, Sitaga is ashamed of his poor parents and refuses to acknowledge them. This deeply hurts and disappoints Sidoruma. In despair, she prays to the heavens to punish Sitanga. I also illustrate a ship being overturned by huge waves, with two small figures representing Sitanga and Princess. This scene representing the climax of the story, when the mother prayers are answered and the storm destroys the ship. To enhance dramatic and extraordinary atmosphere, I drew crashing waves and places, with broken wooden planks floating on the sea. I add a dark, cloudy sky and use a dark blue gradients as the background to create a tense stormy moon. Throughout the entire creating process, I mainly use the brush tool in Photoshop to sketch and color the artwork, giving a strong hand-drawn expressive style. Next is the technical process. Firstly, we open software Adobe Photoshop and create a new A4 size paper. We choose the RGB color mode. Then, we use the gradient tool and select a dark colors to fill the background, which made the process easier. The font title that we choose is Beware of the Zombie. After that, we use the object selection tool to select the important parts and click layer via copy. Then I select the layer below, hue shift, and use the eraser tool to erase the background. This makes the layer on the top layer pop out more and create a sense of tab. Lastly, we repeat the same step to complete the remaining two scenes in the poster. After that, we arrange them in a left-right, left sequence. Once everything was properly aligned, we export the final poster by selecting File, then Export, then Quick Export as PNG. That's all for us. Thank you very much.